right about that.
So, in closing, all right, Charles, you're getting ready. Okay.
I just want to, let me, if I can, as the governor concludes his remarks, I just want to, I didn't actually mention the mayor of Robbins, Illinois.
I know,
Mayor Irene Brewer.
I want to say something about Irene, and Dr. Brody is the mayor of Robbins. You know, she and I were both at a funeral of Simone Robinson, a young lady who was killed in Afghanistan, defending our democracy. She clung to life at Brooke Army Medical Center in San Antonio. A heroic struggle. It was a very sad day to lay her to rest, and it's so important to understand. That's why we're here today. People in the south suburbs, they answer the call to duty. I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan firsthand this last year and saw so many people from the south suburbs who are reservists and guard members who are there defending our democracy. So when they come home, we want to make sure they have good health care, good education, and they have a good job. They don't have to fight for a job. They have a good job right here in their own backyard. You have a plane to catch, Charles? It's going to be a pizza.
We're on the air first.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
I got to get things going. Given Congressman Jackson's involvement in the Blagojevich corruption case, are you concerned that this endorsement could backfire on you next summer or fall should you win the nomination?
Well, Congressman Jackson's been elected by the voters of this district over and over again. I supported him in his first election. I supported him in his last election. He's a man of honor, and his wife is a person of honor that I have known for many, many years. And I understand that it's very, very important to have economic growth, and so does Congressman Jackson. We work together on that, and I think the people of Illinois will be very proud of that.
But Governor, are you not concerned about linking yourself with someone who is still under an ethics probe because of the Blagojevich situation and a possible
I believe that Congressman Jackson is a man of honor, and always has been, in my opinion, always will be. I've known his family.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
I know his family. I know how devoted they are to our democracy, how much they've made a difference in America. I think it's very important to know, to have the support of Congressman Jesse Jackson Jr. I've known his dad for many, many years. I've worked with his dad. We've marched to make sure consumers get a fair shake when it comes to utilities. The Jackson family understands how to fight for everyday people.
Well, Congressman Jackson, are you at all concerned that given your own status that it could hurt the governor's chances next fall?
No, I'm not concerned. I think that the governor has as good a chance of getting elected as anyone in this room, most of whom are people who are standing for re-election themselves this fall. I can say this, and I can say this without equivocation, from the very first day I ever entered public life, that I've always been concerned about jobs for other people, never concerned about a job for myself. I've been blessed by God beyond measure to have options in life. I'm honored that the people of the 2nd Congressional District, all of whom are represented by mayors who are all present, every single one of them present and accounted for, have watched and observed my 15 years of service in the Congress of the United States.
That's right.
They know that I have passed upon political opportunity after political opportunity to arrive at this moment, that we might find a governor who would be willing to provide 15,000 jobs for all people within our state.
Yes, you
Yes!
are.
What is important to me is that 15,000 families can pay their mortgages.
Come on, say that again.
15,000 people can have, not find themselves in foreclosure. 15,000 more families will have health care.
That's
Yes.
right.
And whatever my future is, I'm confident that through God's faith and through His blessings, I will continue to be blessed because of what I've done
That's
for other
right.
people.
All right.
All right.
Probably in the last 8, 9, 10 months, or heard from you, don't know your public schedule. So what is your status? Could you clarify where that ethics probe is at and what's going on?
Yeah, I can tell you that everything you've reported is all that I know. There's nothing new. Nothing has changed, and you've written about it ad nauseum, and the facts are still what the facts are. Nothing has changed to the best of.
Why is it taking so long? Have you talked to your colleagues in the House, on the committee, or the staff there? Why Why has it dragged on so?
Again, beyond that which you have reported, and Mr. Flannery, you have reported, there's nothing more. I don't wake up every day worrying about myself. I wake up every day trying to finish what I started 15 years ago. In fact, I met a reporter 15 years ago on the day that I was sworn in. And I asked that reporter, what is it? I had breakfast with that reporter. And I asked that reporter, what is it that mostly gets politicians in trouble? And that reporter said to me, before you get sworn in at noon, I will get back to you and let you know. Right. And just before Newt Gingrich swore me in 15 years ago, that reporter caught me on my way to the House floor for the very first time, and he said, hubris. I smiled, and I went and took the oath. Of course, I didn't know what the word hubris meant at that time. So I went later on that day and actually looked it up. And it basically says, when it goes to your head. And for 15 years, I've tried to never let it go to my head. Amen. I've tried to remain focused on the concerns of the people. And let me just say in perfect candor, this is Pat Quinn's day. No, it's Pat Quinn's day. We're going to keep it focused on Pat.
Okay?
Yes.
You watched the U.S. Senate race, Democratic primary race in Illinois. You had considered running in that race. Which of these candidates do you like in that race?
Charles, I appreciate your question. I haven't made a judgment about who to support in the United States Senate race. What I do know is that there is a difference between jobs plans that many of the candidates at every level are talking about and the jobs plan that Pat Quinn is talking about. In fact, you're all present because this is the only press conference I've had endorsing a candidate in this cycle. Because this is the only candidate running for office in the state of Illinois that actually has a jobs plan.
Amen.
And I'm not discussing actually. When you talk to some politicians, they want to keep their jobs so they can keep people on the government payroll. I'm discussing a relationship between communities and a governor to put jobs on the ground for real people that politicians don't control. I've been committed to that from day one. And whatever my future is, I am confident
Tell him, brother.
that there's going to be a light shine on this area.
That's right.
By this governor, because the growth opportunity for our state, because the people of our state need it, the hour is now. And we do intend for this to be the last governor that we have this conversation with.
That's right. That's right.